Hi, I'm Matt, and today I'd like to do a video on some of the equipment I use to support my wildlife photography equipment, and some of it what I use to carry it when I'm out in the field hiking and just doing it. Usually I'm doing it just for fun, really, just as a hobby, but my main go-to lens is the 300mm 2.8. I like it because of its size and its weight. It's not too bad, but it also gives you that reach and that really large f-stop. So with the 2x teleconverter as I have on it right now, gives you 600mm at pretty good quality. Um, so basically, I like to do most of my photography. I don't really like to stay in one spot. The location that I live in, usually have to do some hiking to get any good wildlife opportunities. So sometimes I'll go out in national parks, hike, 3 to 5 miles or so, and having a lens like this, you need to be able to carry it and have it quick access, and sometimes a tripod is not always the best thing. So I'm going to go into a few of the different things I use. Let's start off by talking about the carry straps. We got a Black Rapid right here, and this is a regular old carry strap. Black Rapid's a little more expensive. This is about half the price. They're very similar. They have a few different mounting systems. I found both of them be pretty good. Let's just talk about the Black Rapid because it's a little bit more comfortable, works a little bit better. Put it on just like so, and we have a lens like this that has a Markins foot on it, and it has a mounting spot that you can screw right into the lens plate, which is very helpful. So you get it like this, take it down, put it by your side. So basically the good thing about this is it supports it very well. It's easy access. You're ready right here. It has it. Everything's ready to shoot. And then it's back down to your side and you can go hiking again. You can just walk with it. A lot of times when I walk or hike with it, I like to hold it like this just to give it some support just in case, because I don't want it swinging all around. So this is a really good option. Obviously, you're still hand holding and you don't really have any support. It's just a quick option to carry your lens. A lot of times you'll want to do something like this, find a place to prop up if you can, or lean against a tree to give you a little more support with the large lens, because hand holding it can be a little more difficult. This is an AFS2 version without VR, so it's a little bit lighter than most lenses. I have no problem hand holding it, and that would be this system. Now I'm going to get into the next one. I'm going to say is a monopod. I just got this one. I've had a monopod for a while, but I got a different one that I really enjoy, and I'll show you some of the details about that one. This is the Manfrotto, the 561 BHDV. Now the difference between this and a regular monopod is this has a fluid head and the feet on it. This is a pretty popular monopod for video because it gives you this panning motion where the whole monopod will actually pivot on the ball, the fluid head at the bottom, and it gives you stability, as obviously you can see it's standing up by itself. And these feet really give you good stability. So that's why I really like to use this monopod. It's a good price, it's very solidly built. I have no problem with using the lens on it. And it goes very tall, way over my head. As you can see, it just keeps going. Now I'm going to talk about the head I'm using on this. I'm using a Surrey L10 head. This is a tilt head, very similar to the Really Right Stuff. Basically, I guess Surrey just basically ripped off Really Right Stuff because it's basically the exact same thing. As you can see, it just tilts, has the degrees on the side here, has a ball level on the top. One thing the Really Right Stuff doesn't have this safety there, which I find to be nice. Works well with the Markins and works well with pretty much any style lens plate here. Tighten it down and you'll want to find wherever your best drag is. And now, let me drop it down a little bit here so it's in the camera view. You have a really nice system. You can pivot on that ball, and now we can tilt on this. I can do it pretty much anywhere I want with it. Now the good thing about that is I just lock it down right here, and I'm basically ready to go. I'll throw it over my shoulder just start walking like this. And you know, I have walked a few miles like this. I mean, it obviously is going to start wearing on your shoulder here. You can start feeling it when you're hiking with it, but you know, this is definitely going to give you really good support. Now, the other thing that I really love to do with it is you'll loosen this up once you're ready to shoot. You can loosen this up, and I'll also loosen up the tripod collar here, because what happens if I go down like this? I really like to pivot, and you see at this angle, I need to twist my camera to make up for that angle when I go. So basically, when I have it set up right, I can do pretty much anything with this, and it gives you pretty fluid panning and tilting with this size lens. Obviously, you wouldn't want to go too much larger on the size of lens before you'd want to move to a gimbal head where it has very good balance. As you can see here, you know, it's not going to have you can dial it in so it has good balance, but it's never going to be something you would leave unattended because it'll very easily flop right over. But it's a very good solution. So that would be the Monopod. Very happy with this combo. Get it about 200 bucks. Not too bad. So let's go over to the next. Obviously, right here, just a regular old tripod. This is a Coleman 525M monopod and tripod combination. So I've been very happy with these legs. It's nice if you don't have a monopod and you want to use one. For a while I did use this as a monopod and it worked pretty well. The legs aren't as strong as the Manfrotto monopod, of course, but you know, it will work. So let's just put it back up as a monopod. As a tripod. And we'll talk about this ball head a little bit. This is a Smith Victor BH8 large ball head. I'm pretty happy for the price. You can get these at about $60. And for the price, it's a very good ball head. It'll support up to 40 pounds, way more than you would ever need. And does really well. I'm going to take this off and put the big lens on it. This is just a 200, 70-200 2.8. So there you go. Now this also does pretty well. It's not going to be a gimbal head, so it won't automatically balance, of course, but it has very good handling. I really like this ball head. It has two drags, so you can get the drag just right, and it'll basically just sit there with no problem once you get the drag where you need it to, and then you can basically one-hand it. So it does really well. So these are some of the ways I carry. You know, of course, usually go to the monopod or the carry strap if I'm going to go on a hike, but if I know I'm going to set up somewhere, I'll use this, basically, because it's a really good setup and it's very sturdy. Now, another thing, how do I carry when I don't have it on my side? I'll just use this Case Logic. I think this is like a $20 bag or something. Actually, this 300mm will fit in here, even with the camera body, without the teleconverter, obviously. And I can fit other things in it also, and it has this neat little strap that I can strap either the monopod or the tripod to the side. And it's a pretty comfortable backpack. It's something very small just to carry one lens in, basically, and the camera body and a few other accessories. It has the tripod. It has this little strap that you can pull the two together, so it puts less stress on your back. So those are some of the things I use for my wildlife photography and support.